bonnets are not Black culture. If anything, it's a shared culture between Black women and deep European history, because centuries before today, with everybody outside at the grocery store with their bonnets on, there is a deep history of European women that wore bonnets. And in 2026, for whatever reason, we only want to acknowledge today and the laziness epidemic on, oh, this is a part of Black culture, where in reality it is not true. Let's get into the history of head wraps throughout all cultures, because even though Black women like to use bonnets as an excuse to not do their hair and things of that nature, the truth of the matter is head wraps have a very long history, and throughout history they were worn beautifully, and they were worn with respect and prestige. They never looked the way in which we're wearing them now. And if this is the present day of head wraps, I am so embarrassed of where we've come from, because all the way back, right? If we go all the way back before ancient Kemet, even though we're saying ancient Egypt, before ancient Kemet, you will see that they wore head wraps and they look nothing like the bonnets. It had more effort. It was beautiful. It was wrapped in a wonderful way. And then when we get to ancient Kemet, aka ancient Egypt, we already know the head wrappings and the head decorations that they wore were absolutely beautiful. And then when we get to ancient Greece, they also had their own traditional head coverings. When we get to the Roman Empire, same exact thing. They wore head wraps. When we get to Jewish tradition also has their own beautiful hair wraps. When we talk about Christian Europe, it is a very distinct look, as Islamic tradition is with their head wraps. And then when we get to ancient and present Africa, oh my goodness, it is one of my favorite ways to wear head wraps. Whenever I don't want to do my hair, or let's say I'm running out to the store to get some supplies to do my hair, that's the type of head wrap that I put on. And then we even have ancient and present South Asia and the way that South Asian women wear their hair. Even the pre-colonial Africa and the way that they wore their hair wraps, it was so beautiful and elaborate, right? And when we keep going down the transatlantic area and like the slave trade and all of the horrific things that we know that we dealt with, there were still things that we kept. Even when you get down to the different laws, you know what I mean? Like when we're talking about the laws that they put in, they were like, okay, Black women, their hair is ugly and it's unkept, so they need to put it up. And when they were saying it was ugly and unkept, it wasn't just because, oh, they hadn't combed their hair. No, they were saying it because our hair texture looks so different than theirs. And instead of them saying, oh, it's a different texture, they said it looked unkept. It is not the way that we are saying that your hair is unkept today when you just walk out of the house and you don't touch a comb or a brush in months. It's not the same thing. And then from there, we have the Caribbeans and the Americas and the way that we wore hair wraps then. And then now we have Black culture and what is slowly getting into at this very point. And this is where I have a problem, because now it's gone from it being a beautiful tradition, from it meaning something, to just it going straight forward and saying, okay, this is how we're supposed to wear our hair because we're Black and we don't have time, and we don't want to have time, and we want to protect our hair and all of the things.
Since when did men start wearing bonnets too, man?
About bonnets in public, I realize like it doesn't really matter like that, but it still looks messy, bro. Yeah. I agree with you. I feel like it's raggedy looking. I feel like it's the epitome of ratchet and ghetto. However, I have failed to realize how often white people leave the house in pajamas and they don't wear nothing on their head. A Black girl, when they get up in their shorts and they bonnet and they just leave the house, now it looks ghetto. But it's like, why do we equate bonnet with ghetto? It's because black girls wear. So I don't believe in just wearing out in public, but I do understand why it's kind of messed up. Because white girls do the same thing. They just don't wear nothing on their head to sleep. How you feel about bonnets?
Are bonnets a yes or a no for you on a man? What's your thoughts on a man wearing a bonnet? No disrespect to them, but a perfect picture. What's your thought on men wearing bonnets?
Appearance of any kind. No head coverings unless they represent religious purpose. If you have a head covering on now and it does not represent religious purpose, please remove it now. No eating, drinking, sleeping, smoking, white t-shirts or hoodies. Please mute your devices and take heed to the instructions. Court is in session.
Good morning to you. That's not a bonnet on your head, is it, ma'am?
Yes.
All right. Do you wear a bonnet to the club, ma'am?
I don't go to the club.
Well, do you wear a bonnet out and when you're going to handling your business?
Yeah.
Don't wear it to the courtroom. Take it off, please. Roll 6 counts 1 and counts 2. Appearance for the record. You have a tank top on, sir? Put some better clothes on, sir. No, take that bonnet off your head, ma'am. Is that a bonnet on you?
No, I'm about to wash my hair. I gotta get my hair. I gotta take it off.
Listen,
I'm
please. Listen, get yourself together. Put some clothes on. Listen, wait a minute. Get yourself together. Be prepared for court. Dave, can you unmute yourself? Take your bonnet off. No bonnets. No bonnets.
Jesus.
You don't wear it to the club. Don't wear it to the courtroom.
Okay, I'm here. I'm present.
It's for a traffic ticket.
Take the bonnet off your head, please.
Okay.
I'm gonna put you back. I'm gonna put you in the waiting room. You get yourself together. I'm gonna try to get you out in the order that you came in. Everybody's been checked in. Please be appropriately dressed. Please no driving. No bonnets. No need to come in. I'm gonna put you in breakout room 6.
Okay.
Tight. And is that a bonnet, ma'am?
Yes.
I don't do bonnets. I always say you're not gonna wear the bonnet. You're not gonna wear the bonnet to the club, are you?
No.
So why you gonna wear it to the courtroom?
My apologies.
All right.
I was trying to see if I'm waiting on my attorney or.
In here with the tank top on, sir. Go put a better shirt on, please. Your Honor. You can't come into court with that, sir. You can't come into court with that. All right, you don't wear the bonnet to the club, do you?
No, I'm sorry.
Well, take it off now, please. Give me 1 second. Get yourself together, ma'am. Make sure you're properly dressed. I don't need any bonnets on your head or anything like that if you have one. You have to take the bonnet off. I don't do bonnets. Good morning to you. I called your case. Time is set for a pretrial. I don't do bonnets, Miss Glenn. You don't wear the bonnet to the club, do you? So don't wear it to the court. Don't wear it to the courtroom, ma'am.
Sorry.
All right. Can you unmute yourself, start your camera, and state your name, please?
Logan.
Oh, you have to take the bonnet off, ma'am. There's just no bonnet.
Take the bonnet off?
Absolutely. What is your name?
Logan.
I can't see why you would come in out in public with it on anyway, but that's not.
I'm at work.
What is your name, ma'am?
Logan.
Don't be late next time. And don't come to court without being properly dressed. I don't even require much, but you have to put a shirt on.
Right? That these are the things that we're saying now, where in reality, this is where our head wraps started. And it bothers me. And we're having this conversation because one of the main reasons that Black women are using for being able to go outside looking crazy like that is because, it's historical. Like, wearing bonnets is a part of Black history, and wearing bonnets outside like this is not just simply Black history, because I want you to compare it. Look at the way that most most traditional Black women wore their head wraps. It was not a bonnet. It was tied in a certain way. It was more like scarves and things of that nature, but not a bonnet. And I have a question for everybody that's watching right now, because your eyes work the same way that mine do. When we're talking about France in the 1700s, look at her hair. Look at that bonnet on her hair. Does the bonnet that Black women are wearing outside, does the bonnet look more like the deep European history, or does it look more like the deep Black history? Which one does it look more like? And we all have eyes. So if we want to say constantly that bonnets are a part of Black history, that's not true. If we want to say that bonnets are a part of a history, bonnets are a part of deep European history, not a part of Black history. And the way that they wore bonnets was not the same exact way that you guys are wearing bonnets today. It's not. And the thing is this, I'm not telling you what to do. I'm past that on this channel. If you have a desire to wear a bonnet outside, then that is what you do, babe. But at the end of the day, there are different phases and different comparisons. And the comparisons, we really need to speak facts. Because when we're talking about Black history with head wraps, we're talking about hair wraps, scarves, handkerchiefs, tied beautiful cloths, and is rooted in necessity sometimes in the culture and in resistance. Most Black women were uncovering their hair because they were wearing coverings, because they say just the sight of your hair, even when it's blown out, and it's even if it, obviously they didn't do blow drying and stuff back then, but even if your hair is blown out, or even if it's done, because it looks different than theirs, it was unkept. So the afro and combing of the hair, which they actually did, they weren't doing the wash and goes and the things and all of that y'all doing now. They weren't. My mom already told y'all how she was doing her hair in the 60s and the 70s in my previous video, link in the description box below. But that is the true essence of Black history. Bonnets are not rooted in Black history. Look at ancient Egypt. Look in pre-colonial Africa. Look at all of these other places. Look at ancient and present Africa. Theirs don't look anything like the bonnets that y'all are wearing. But then let's look back in England in the 17 and 1800s. That's who y'all look like. Y'all look like them. And I mean, at the end of the day, Europeans, and with what happened with the slave trade and all of the things, those are your ancestors. But let's be real with the ancestors that y'all are really mimicking, because if you're wearing bonnets in public, you are not mimicking a part of Black history. You are mimicking ancient, deep European history is what you're mimicking. You are not mimicking Black history by wearing a bonnet outside, because white women were wearing bonnets in the 1700s, in the 1800s, in 1850, in 1860s. That they were wearing bonnets, baby. So again, I want you to look at both. Who the women in the middle with the bonnets on. This is modern day. That is who we are seeing every day walking outside with bonnets on. But that you guys have, that has nothing to do with the Black history. Absolutely nothing. So now that we've gotten past that, let's talk about the Marcel iron, right? We're talking about 150 plus years of professional hair innovation.